Hey, this is Matthew from Nerd News Today.
And Andrea from Insert Geek here.
It's time for another episode of Trekback Tuesday, where we look through space and, well, not time, because that's Doctor Who, but we look through space and the broad, vast galaxy of Star Trek action figures and collectibles.
Well, occasionally it's time. There were temporal issues.
There were many temporal issues.
There were a lot of temporal issues.
That's like half the show is temporal issues.
Not so much the original and next gen.
It's always about the chronotons.
So many chronotons. Get tired of them. So we can go here through space and time, especially considering that a lot of these figures are 20 some odd years old.
That's true.
So we are taking you through space and time.
Well, today we're going into the future and the past, because we're looking at a figure that's actually from the original series of Star Trek.
Ooh.
Yes. This figure came out in 1996 from Playmates, because Playmates took their sweet time actually doing the original cast and crew. But today we have...
Wait a minute.
Yeoman Rand from the original crew.
Yay!
And you're excited for this. Let me actually show you what it looks like from the front.
Oh my god.
I think that's a good reaction.
I don't even know how to react to this. This is hilarious. Wow. This is hilarious.
So this came out when they were celebrating the 30th anniversary of the original series.
Makes sense. That would be why they did it.
Yes,
yeah.
it was. So this is Yeoman Rand.
Oh my god, they did come out with a Nurse Chapel! You need to get that Nurse Chapel.
Yeah, she's looking at the back of the box now, which has a bunch of other things in there, which...
Holy... I like how it says coming soon for Captain Pike.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So this is from 1996, as I mentioned a few times, 30th anniversary. And what's cool about this one, too, is that it comes with Federation points.
I don't know what those are.
So Federation points were 1 star point for every single toy you bought.
Ooh.
And with this one, it says for you send 1 star point with your name and address, and you get a free Star Trek magazine with catalog, which meant it was more of a catalog with a magazine attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it also has information on how to join the official Star Trek fan club here.
Oh.
Which, unfortunately, is long expired. By the time, you would have gotten 6 bi-monthly Star Trek magazines and a membership kit.
Holy.
With exclusive trading cards, poster, membership card, catalog, and more. And it was only back then $16.95 or $14.95 with 4 star points.
Wow.
I wish that still existed. We need to look that up and see if we can find them.
Wow. There's no way it would be that price today.
No, absolutely not. And on the back we have a lot of figures this line.
Oh my god, I need every single one of these. I mean, some of them look ridiculous, but... Okay, like there's an Odo from one of the episodes, but it actually looks more like the female changeling.
That's Odo from, I believe, when they did a little bit of flashback when he was still working for the Cardassians.
Yeah, I know, but look at him. He looks more like the female.
The founder?
Changeling. The founder. The floundler.
Floundler.
The flounder. The founder. Oh my god, but yeah, they got they got Dr. Pulaski. They got more of the original series. Okay, they only have 4 from the original series, but you know what? These are characters that do deserve to be figures.
And hopefully we're going to get to see some of them very soon.
Oh yeah, and I definitely need the DS9 ones. The next gen ones are cool, but at the same time, I don't need them, especially this one, because I already own a Lando. I don't need next gen Lando, Jordy.
Ouch.
Nah.
Damn!
Look, you can be a Trekkie and Star Wars loving person, because we don't really have a name. Star Wars fans don't really have a name.
I'm sure they do, we just don't know it.
No, we really don't, because you could be a Sith, you can be a Jedi, you could be a...
Yeah.
Anyway.
So Rand comes with a trading card, a bunch of accessories, and again, a wonderful clip and collect bio on the back.
Yay! Okay.
Which has a terrible font, which I don't even know.
Let me give it a shot. I'm gonna give this a shot.
Good luck, everybody.
Okay. Oh, but I do like the fact that they changed some of this up. Okay. Welcome to Starfleet Headquarters Personnel Database, Level 1. Access approved. Personnel profile, Janice Rand. Species, human. See, okay, I just want to point out that on the other ones that we've read, they'll say things like Klingon or android in the, like it'll be right over there and then they'll repeat it. I like in this one that, they give you a name and then they just let you know she's human.
Well, it's 3 years later, so I guess they figured out some mistakes.
I know, I'm very happy to see that. Anyway, assignment, Yeoman, current starship, USS Enterprise NCC-1701. Last update, stardate, 2741.3. Janice Rand is the personal assistant to Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise. Her primary responsibility is to provide clerical services for the captain. So that's what a Yeoman does, because that's not what it looked like she did.
Starfleet hugging intern, more like it.
Yeah, right? Like all Starfleet officers, Rand is cross-trained to perform many other tasks as assigned. Seriously. I like how they get around that little loophole right there.
Oh, she'll do whatever the captain asks her.
Well, not everything. But that's a different story. In past emergencies, Rand has assumed the helm when regularly assigned officers are incapacitated. She's also capable of operating a biocomputer. As the captain's Yeoman, Rand is responsible for maintaining all of his official records and logs. Rand keeps her tricorder on with her at all times. This important responsibility means that she'll often be in the center of action and danger, joining Captain Kirk on landing party missions.
So that's what they call it in space.
Landing party missions.
Permission to dock, Captain?
Permission granted.
Oh.
Okay, anyway.
Well, it was from the 60s.
Exactly. Starfleet's Personnel Division is currently reevaluating the designation of a captain's Yeoman aboard Federation starships, as technological advances may negate the need for sentient beings to manually maintain captain's logs. Captain's logs. That sounds so wrong.
Yeoman Rand, please come and pick up a log I've left for you in my office. You're 5-year-old. Should this service position be eliminated, it is anticipated that Rand's skills will give her the ability to transfer to another duty assignment. Aptitude tests show that Rand may also be suited for a career in transporter operations or communications, as well as administrative duties. All other information restricted. Contact Starfleet Personnel Division for further access. That was a lot of text. I feel like it was more than the other ones. That was rough. And the font is so small and
yeah, that one's a little rough. And also, okay, I know what happens to Yeoman Rand. I know why she's no longer on the USS Enterprise, and I like how they covered that up. Do you know what happened to her?
I bet it's something to do with the captain's logs.
It kind of did. I can't tell you the specific episode. Again, feel free to, fill in for me in the comments. But there's an episode where Captain Kirk gets a little aggressive with her.
Oh my.
And he comes very close to taking advantage of her.
Oh my.
And the thing is, he was under the influence of stuff. Or it might have been evil Kirk. No, I don't think it was Mirror Kirk. But I believe he was under the influence. And we find out later on, and okay, shout out to Molly Jackson. She's the giant Trekkie who knows way too much. She's read the autobiography of James T. Kirk, which is why I know this. In the autobiography is where we find out that Kirk couldn't deal with the guilt of having almost, hurt her. So rather than, dealing with it like a sane person, he has her transferred off.
Oh, nice. What a good guy.
Yeah, but however, I forgot what her rank eventually ended up being, but she did end up climbing the ranks, and she moved on to, I think she became a commander or something similar. So she did really well for herself.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, in fact, she even pops up in, I think, one of the movies.
Ah.
But I'm just gonna say, nice way to make it kid-friendly.
Ah, very so, yes. Well, why don't you go ahead and open that, and let's take a look at what's inside her.
There's no way of saying that without it sounding awful. I'm almost sad to open this one because she looks so cute. Oh my gosh, she looks so horrible and awesome at the same time.
That's a good way to put it, yeah.
For what they were at the time, she looks great. For what it is now, she does not look right. And I gotta say, I have to say, I'm a little disappointed with her card, as I'll show you in a moment, because she does not have her signature beehive. But she does have her really cool stand.
That's her Star Trek insignia, the classic original series Star Trek insignia. Complete with swirly Naruto?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Oh, so one thing that's a little different from this one than the previous stuff, the card is actually on the other side. We've had, just real quick, as she falls out, so some of the other packaging, the figure has been over here,
and the card and accessories over here. So I don't know if there was any particular reason for it other than to make it look different, but that's what happened. And since Yeoman Rand is so anxious to come out, here, hold on to her for a second.
Okay.
Make her look good. But so here's her card.
And just compare it to cards from previous lines. These cards are actually bigger.
Yes. And
And
they
so
feel a
it's-
little sturdier.
This is actually, yeah, so it's a little hard to tell here on video, but the cardboard is actually thicker, a little bit thicker.
Yeah.
And then there's also, though, however, I want to open this up and see what's in there. I think there's like a Playmates customer survey possibly in there.
That might be why it also feels a little thicker.
Let's find out, shall
Yes, yes, we. Ooh.
we? Yeah, let's see what the deal is here. What's the dilly, yo?
No. No.
Let's check a look.
Okay, go back to Dilio. Let's use some 90s slang.
Let's try and get this out safely without, because I want to keep, there we go. It's more or less there. We have
Ooh.
a customer reply card.
Oh my god!
Let's come back to that.
Yeah,
That's
we're
worth
gonna fill
a
that
second
out.
look. But,
Okay, so yeah, like I said, with the card, the one disappointment is part of what. Look, Yeoman Rand isn't really that memorable a character. She really isn't, because they didn't really write women that well, and the main focus was really either Nurse Chapel or Ahura. But Yeoman Rand was known for her beehive hairdo, because that thing was big with a lattice work of braid.
we've seen that with the Star Trek
Yeah.
Titans figures.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it was crazy. So it makes me sad that the card didn't. Like, up here, the figure tries to do it a little bit, but it makes me sad that the card doesn't. But anyway, let's talk accessories. Luckily,
She has a lot.
she has 4. First one, a personal access display device, otherwise known as a pad.
Wow, the original iPad.
The original iPad.
And like seriously, I don't know how those things work to this day. I never understood how they worked.
You go boop, 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 and your information came up.
Basically, yeah.
It's a little hard to hold, but here we go. We have that. Next,
See if she can hold it. Actually, that's the big thing is, can they actually hold the accessories? And this looks a little big for her hand, and it is too big for her
Well,
hand.
let's see what happens when you try the Starfleet communicator.
That should
The
be fine.
personal communications transceiver and locator. There we go. So she can contact whoever she needs to.
She can call Kirk up and prank call him.
Bow, chicka, bow, wow.
Or that.
And then she comes with a tricorder, personal sensor, and sound visual recording system.
Let's see if that actually... Yeah,
Yeah, that
close
should fit.
enough. That's fine.
And finally, because she's super awesome,
She comes with a phaser.
she comes with a phaser.
Did she ever get to use it on the show? Do you
I
remember?
don't, off the top, I
Was
don't
she ever on
remember.
those missions?
She went on a couple of missions. That's just it.
I think this is too big for her hand also, because this is the same phaser that came with a lot of the male figures, and
Yeah, they-
generally the women figures do not have large enough hands.
No. But I'm trying to remember. I think she did go on a few away missions. I don't know if she ever actually used her phaser. But again, she was one of those characters where it's like you could tell they wanted to give her a story, and then they kind of didn't, and instead chose to focus on the other females around. So, you know, what are you gonna do?
And important note from the 90s, because this is very important back then when political correctness began with toys especially,
Yeah.
is that yes, Yeoman Rand is wearing panties.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm totally looking. Well, yeah.
There's a big thing. Let's go a little bit back in action figure past a little bit. I think it was probably started due to McFarlane Toys, and they made a figure of a character named Angela, who some of you guys might know. And the original toy of her, it was called No Panties Angela, because they didn't bother to paint anything under her. And she had like a loincloth covering her, and she's basically wearing a metal bikini. And under her loincloth was nothing but flesh tone. So parents were like, oh, she's naked, we're selling pornography to children. So they had to reissue it later on with panties, which just meant painting the crotch area.
Meanwhile, girls have been playing with Barbies minus the underwear for years.
But you can't trust boys.
Or Ken. And Ken.
Well, Ken has molded underwear usually.
No. That wasn't until later on.
Oh, that's
Ken,
true.
Ken had a lot. Trust me. Ken had a lot of nothing going on down there.
Well, that's for sure. But basically the point being here is that you could trust little girls with nudity, but not little boys.
Which is funny because if you knew what little girls did with those characters, you wouldn't be trusting them.
Mm-mm.
It's true. And I'm not just saying that because I was a little girl. I'm telling you, I've had friends tell me stories. I know what little girls do with those damn figures.
But don't point with Yeoman Rand.
Sorry,
she
Yeoman.
deserves better.
I know, but it's fun. Okay, so let's talk about the figure. Let's start with the hair because I've been harping on that. For starters, didn't even know it had a ponytail. Like, I always just thought it was a giant beehive all put together. They did try to get a little bit of the last work. I don't know if it's going to be visible, but they did put a little bit of texture in there to show that something was going on, which is kind of cool. To be honest, face-wise, where's the card? This isn't a great facial sculpt. This really isn't, because they went really heavy on the eyeliner. This is like emo Yeoman Rand, before emo was a thing. Also, her eye's a little derpy, but that's a paint job issue more than, like, really, look at her. She's a little derpy.
She's seen better days when she could see things.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise, yeah, it's not bad. It looks... Is it as strong as I would have liked, you know, for back then? Going by the standards of back then, no. But at the same time, she still looks more or less like Yeoman Rand. She's a little harder to tell, though, you know. And I don't know if it's because she's female. I don't know if it's because they didn't do the hair right, or what. Or, you know, the face sculpt. She is a little bit harder to decipher as specifically Yeoman Rand without having the packaging.
Yeah, I'd say it's the face sculpt's a little weak, because the other female figures are better in that regard. This is a little plain. I think they're focused more on getting that hair right than anything else, because I mean, looking at her photo especially, she doesn't really have that many distinguishing features, really. She's kind of a generic face.
She's a beautiful generic face, is really what it is, and the hair was the most distinctive thing about her. And, you know, there's not much you can say other than that. However, the figure itself, I mean, it's got the cool joints, and it's nice that they're still stiff. She's like, oh, look, she's doing the twist.
Let's twist again, like we did last Star Date.
Yeah, twist again, like we did last year. Yeah, so you know, it's like, it's cool. She looks, you know, for the figure, she looks good. I like that it still works. The body still looks good. Yeah, she has her underwear on. Whatevs. You know.
Let's get her on the stand and...
Oh, was this right before... Wait, so this was 96?
Yep.
Were we knee deep in the Batman and Robin controversy yet? Or was that coming up?
Oh, hard to say. I don't know when exactly this came out, but it was very,
it was
very
around
close.
that time,
very tied
right?
to it, yes.
Yeah, so that should give you your reference, because Nipplegate happened.
Nipplegate.
Well, there have been so many other Nipplegates, so I don't even know if the original Nipplegate.
So let's check out this Star Trek customer reply card now.
Ooh, I'm excited about that.
So this came with the toy to, I guess, you're supposed to let them know how satisfied you are with the action figure. So obviously we're not going to fill out the personal information, but it does say by filling this out, they're going to send us some stuff too. We'll be eligible to receive periodic Star Trek merchandise updates and other Playmate surprises.
Ooh, I like Playmate surprises.
Really just means they're going to put you on a mailing list and send you catalogs to buy more stuff. But
pretty much, yeah.
I kind of wish I had that.
Well, let's be honest. Playmates is still around. Do you think they'd honor this?
We're going to have to find out. Let's take the survey. Number one, how did you hear about this product? In a print ad article, commercial, from a friend, saw in a store, Playmates update, or other?
I'm going to have to go with from a friend, but for you it would be in a store?
Yes.
Okay.
Which Star Trek shows do or have you watched regularly?
All of them.
And then they want you to rank the shows from 1 through 4, with 1 being the best. Well, are we really going to do this now? I think we need to say that for another day.
That is totally another day.
How would you rate yourself as a Star Trek fan? Extremely loyal, loyal, somewhat loyal, not loyal?
I'm going to go and say loyal. Actually, no, after what I did with the books. Yeah, I'm going to go with extremely loyal.
Extremely loyal, am I? How many Playmate Star Trek
what are
items?
you? Wait a minute. What are you?
I'm the one who's bought all the toys. I think that makes me extremely loyal. How many Playmate Star Trek items do you own? All, most, some, or very few?
For me, it's very few.
For me, it's going to be all by the end of this series.
Unless I steal them all.
Who is your favorite Star Trek character? We'll save that for another episode.
Ooh.
And that's pretty much about all we can do, because there's also who's your favorite item, and then what accessory or figure would you like to see?
Odo in a bucket.
Well, your wish may come true in a future episode.
You have Odo in a bucket?
So that's Yeoman Rand from Star Trek Playmates 1996, original series cast and crew. Some nice accessories. Do we like her? You like her?
Yeah,
you dig her?
I would give her. I would give her probably a 3 out of 5.
Could be better, but not bad.
Could be better, but not bad.
All right. So that's Yeoman Rand, and that was another episode of Trekback Tuesday.
Trekback Tuesday.
So until then, live long and buy toys. We'll see you soon.